Leftovers last year was a brand new team made up of entirely juniors with zero experience in FTC robotics.
Robotics isn't your regular class. There's no tests, there's no quizzes, there's no curriculum per se, but you all, as a team, work together for the ultimate goal of qualifying for the World Championships in Houston, Texas.
I knew that Leftovers last year was a strong team made up of capable and dedicated students. And so I always had high expectations, and I let you guys know right away. I said, you guys have the capability of doing super well, competing at the state level, if not higher.
The beginning of the year, we sort of struggled a lot with finding what we wanted to do. You know, we didn't even really know what FIRST Robotics was. We walked in the first day of class and we were watching some old games from the year before when Mob had gone to World. So there were big expectations coming in, but we didn't know if we could really meet those expectations.
Last year, when I was also on Mob, looking in on Leftovers during their first two comps was a very interesting thing to see, because you had this team who were, completely fresh. They were all juniors. They were kind of a little here and there about who was leading and who was doing what and what was getting done.
It was quite a year. We started out all of us, no knowledge, obviously, and that was it got us nowhere. It felt like for the beginning of the year we were really doing almost nothing. It was a bunch of just kind of useless tasks, and it never really came together into a robot until it was too late. And in our first comp, we were just throwing stuff together at the very last minute. It wasn't a great time.
And at the start of the year, the bot wasn't built yet, so we didn't have that much to do. We were doing mostly busy work. It wasn't really connected to the bot. And then that kind of led up to not much time to do the actual work that we needed to do before the competition. So for the first comp, we really were not sure what it was going to do. We didn't really run a lot of our code. And at the end of that, the autonomous coders and myself kind of just didn't feel like we had done much to contribute.
We were really indecisive. We couldn't really stick to one bot. Throughout the season, we had about 3 different major bot ideas. So about 4 weeks before the first comp, I think, we'd completely switched our robot, completely different robot. So that gave us a lot of time crunches heading into the first comp.
Dude, we're bumping right now. Yeah, we're cooking. I'm having fun.
Flip the box around.
Yeah, flip the box, bro. All right, please.
I think it's my fault.
Trick, how you feeling?
Get a second one. Oh, we can have 2 preloaded. Yeah.
Okay, all right, go back. Put the box down. The slides down.
Box down.
Slides down. All right, go back.
Should we just go over this pixel, ignore it? Yeah.
There's no on time, bro.
No.
Yo, yell at Mark, bro. All right, go back to our field. Our field.
Kieran, go over there.
All right, now suck up those.
Oh, Kieran! Oh, no. Kieran, what are you doing?
Fine. That's a huge penalty, Kieran.
No, it's our board.
It's a penalty anyway. It's collision. Go.
This is low-key close.
I would say that in the end, prior to our first competition, we allocated a lot more time than necessary on the building aspect rather than the outreach and the coding aspect, which at the competition really hurt us. And I mean, you could see in our performance, we came about 10th, 11th, that kind of area, out of about 25 or so teams. And that's kind of mediocre performance, and that just was not what we wanted from our team and from our robot as a whole. So after that competition, we vowed to do everything we could to be better and to win the next one.
All right, so after our first competition, even though we had performed above average, we weren't satisfied yet. We wanted a bot that would be able to qualify us for the state championship. So we came together as a team and we completely redesigned the bot from the ground up. So that used up a lot of our time. So once again, we were pressed for time. However, we learned a lot being pressed for time during the first comp, which gave us a lot of experience. So we were able to work a lot better as a team, building our bot before the second comp.
What's the current situation right now?
A lot of chaos in here, a lot of mayhem, but good work.
You want to explain to me what you're doing right now, Kieran?
We're like fixing this because it like just broke.
Teams like
This is how hard we're sleeping on all the other teams at this competition.
7 something. At 7:30, we can sign up.
Where's
Who's entering? Wait here.
It's time. It's time. It's time.
Yeah, what do you think of that?
I mean, we made it 3 matches with it loose, but. Oh, come on, come on, come on. Yes, yeah, okay. Wait, drop. Okay. Okay, yes, we're alive, we're alive. Okay. Oh my god, I'm sorry. I'm like throwing.
So I was a driver at the second qualifier, and I was so scared before the last finals game. You know, it was 1-1 final match, and I remember I was just sitting there telling myself that I had to win and I couldn't let my team members down as a driver.
Once the match, it was a pretty close match too, and once the match was over, they display the winner on a big screen. And there's the blue alliance and the red alliance. We were on the blue alliance, and we were just watching that screen, waiting for them to show the final score.
When I saw that we had qualified for states, it was just like the biggest sigh of relief ever. I just remember feeling so happy, like we had finally like proved a point that we were able to, you know, make a robot that can do amazing things as a team and work together as one cohesive unit.
You know, we went to that second competition, and we came to play. We built the best bot ever, and in my opinion, my biased opinion. And we were a very, very competitive team. We came to dominate, and we won that competition pretty handily.
We felt like the underdogs the whole year, and that feeling of qualifying, doing everything we could and succeeding was really, really awesome.
And when we saw the blue wins slide across the screen, we were ecstatic. It was exhilarating because of the fact that we had literally come from nothing. Because in September, 4 months before, none of us had any experience within FTC robotics, and that was just, I don't know, it was just like that feeling was just something I hope to feel again, but it was definitely a good day.